Okay, this is October 1st, and we're taking a look at the Algo Prime Magnus. Again, it is in development, and as soon as we have something out of the gate, we'll begin posting actual sim trades. So what I want to show you in this video is for those who are trading small futures account. We do have individuals, obviously, who are trading very small accounts, even as small as $6,000 or 10. And if you're taking a look at money management, well, 1.5% of a $6,000 account is 90 bucks. And what you're trying to do with the $90 is simply allow that to multiply on a weekly basis to $450 a week on a $6,000 account. Or 10, 1.5 is $150 a day per week at $750. Now this, for a small account, trading this YM, it's set up just to trade 2 contracts. If you want to trade 3, 4, 5, or 10, or whatever, you would be able to do that with the settings that you will have access to. But I thought I would just take a look at this and just to see how well it ran for today. Now for $90, you're not needing that many ticks on the day. The first trade actually in the system, the first wave trade, did not come until right around 10 o'clock. And we had an entry here. Again, I have this entry. The way that the actual algorithm will work is that it will set in this case, a sell order, as many ticks as you want below the previous bar's open. So in this case, based on a secondary time frame, we are taking it 3 ticks below the open bar. You can take it 4 ticks if you choose to. But the signal didn't actually come in until right here, and that's why I have this box pulled over to this bar. And so that's, in fact, in every case, I have the boxes pulled over to the bars where the signal was generated. And let me put this back on crosshair again. So I'm looking at, in this case, 16,126 was the entry. If you're taking a 10-tick stop loss, it would be up to 36 right up in here. And then if you're putting a reversal on, we'll get to the reversal in just a second, but this will be a new feature that our developer is working on, is adding a reversal that will allow you to, if it turns out to be a bad trade, because the signal generation, the wave, were not there, and you have a flip, a reverse trade, then the system would go ahead and pick up your reversal trade to make back, if not all of the money, at least some of the money that you lost in this 10-tick on the first trade. So if you're trading 2 contracts with a 10-tick stop loss, then you're risking $100. And in this first trade, I usually am looking for about 6 ticks to take off the first order, which would be right here. And then you can trail stop it if you choose to all the way, or you can take the second order off at 10 ticks. If you took both off at 6 ticks, that would be $60. Remember, if you have a $6,000 account and you're shooting for $90 a day, it's 1.5% good management. Well, there's 2/3 of your day done right there. And then we have a second trade. And by the time you enter this trade at 104, and 6 ticks will take you up right here. If you take off both contracts here, you now have $120. 60 here and 60 there. And guess what? Your goal was 90, you got 120. You're ahead of the game today. So that's kind of what we're looking at. These are scalp trades that if you choose to, you can set in this case, your buy stop trail a lot closer. Someplace in here, if you want to let it trail down, that's up to you. But if you're just looking to scalp in and out of the market, you're looking for opportunity, and you have a small account running 2 contracts with a risk of 10 ticks, in this case $100, you take 60 there, you take 60 here. Your goal was 90 for the day, you ended up with 120, and you're done. Now, if you have a $10,000 account, you would trade the very same way. It's just that you're going to need to stay in the market a little longer or trade a few more contracts. Instead of 2 here, you would trade 3. Let's just take a look. The next trade didn't come in until about 10:36, and we had another signal entry here, 120 all the way down to 103. That was a 17 tick move. Easily would have gotten your 6 and your 10 or $90 out of that trade. Actually, it's a total of $80 per trade if you're taking your first one off at 6, your second one off at 10. This was the fourth trade, didn't come until after 11 o'clock. Again, this is just based on one wave pattern. One wave pattern. What I've been showing you in the past consistently on YouTube is multiple waves. So you can set a variety of wave patterns as you choose. This is just simply choosing a single wave pattern for those who are trading small accounts and don't want a lot of risk. So that's not too bad. 64 down to 54. Another scalp trade. Here's another scalp. 70 to 88 was an 18 tick move. The sixth trade from 74 up to 90. That's a nice 16 tick move. Here was trade 7. Right around 66 up to 76, another 10 ticker. There's the eighth trade that we had from 55 down to 40. It was a 15 tick move. There's the ninth trade that came in the wave analysis. We went from a 90 up to an 18. So that would be 28 ticks in that move. There's a trade on 10, the 10th trade. 22 all the way down to 91. Oh my goodness, that would have been 30 plus. So here's an 11th trade. Here's a 12th trade. It backed right up. Let's see, if you had a 10 tick stop loss, that would put you right down here. Actually came back, made a double bottom within 1 tick. This might have been stopped run. If there was a run on the books, you probably would have lost on that trade. Again, it's up to you. If you want to set a deeper stop loss, that's fine. But this was trade 12. This one actually went on to actually do something. And by this late in the day, if you're still in the market, waiting to be punished a bit, this will do it. Right here. This was a failed trade. And this is the stop loss at 10 tick is right here. And this is where the auto reverse would actually kick in. The whole idea is to pick up some of the money that you lost on this trade. You're not looking for some massive run, but at least an attempt to pick up some money. So we had an auto reverse here on trade 13. We had another auto reverse on trade 14. Again, the market was very hesitant, appeared to be moving up, but it was actually selling off, as I'm sure people, positions were taking profit. So we had a very similar situation here, 10 tick auto reverse here. And the final trade of the day, for some reason you didn't shut it off by now and take your money and run. This one here came all the way back up to here and would have taken you out on a 10 tick stop loss at that point. And your auto reverse would have been sitting right about here if you were running a 12 tick auto reverse trade. And then it just simply ran right into the close of the day. And there were no more generated trades. There was almost a generated trade here. It came within 1 tick of signaling the wave, but it didn't hit. Very close. So I hope you enjoyed that. And just stay tuned in. I just thought I would show you today, at least on a small futures account, what is possible. And when you're trading futures, of course, while there's quite a bit of risk involved, this is one of the ways to minimize the risk, is simply to use a smaller tick chart, trading the E-mini Dow, and simply go for small profits. 1.5% is great money management. In fact, $450 a week in about 3 months, you could almost nearly double that account. I think in 3 months trading, you should be very close to $6,000, about $5,500. In 3 months. So you could almost double your account in 3 months. So look on out, 3, 6, 9, 12, you could nearly quadruple your account in a year. So there's no reason to take undue risk. Take your $90 on your 6K account, you're done. Trading a 10K, take your $150 and go to the sidelines and be happy. And that's just, again, trading 2 to 3 contracts. If you're trading a $10,000 account, you may want to trade more. It's up to you. For those who are trading larger accounts, you can still trade the system. Just simply add contracts. Depending on the liquidity of the E-mini Dow, you may get You may get some good trades in, you may not. But anyway, thank you for watching, and stay tuned. If you haven't signed up or subscribed to Algo Prime, please do. Bye for now.